Hi everyone, I'm Chanel from Stamping Stilettos and I'm here with another case card, and this is, well, a happy birthday one, and it is using our sweet cupcake stamp set and coordinating thin-lit dies, which are the cupcake cutouts, framelits I should say. And this is a case card and it's from Pinterest and was put on Pinterest by Lee Conry. I have just changed it very slightly, just with putting wording on, whereas they didn't have the word on there. So I'm going to tell you how to make this gorgeous birthday card, and of course you can do this in any colour you like. Excuse me. Now I'm going to make the same card, but I'm actually going to put wish on there because in this set, in the cupcake cutouts, there are two words, I think two words. There's sweet, yeah, sweet, and wish. So I'm going to do wish on the next one. So let's go ahead and make this card. How gorgeous is it? And I just love the colours. Peekaboo Peach is one of my favourite colours. I just think it's adorable. Okay, so you will need, oh, I nearly forgot, you will need the Sweet Cupcake stamp set, and also the circle is from the High Tide stamp set, and actually I've used that a lot on a few different projects. Very handy little circle to have. And then we will need the cupcake cutouts framelit dies, and I'm using we're using Peekaboo Peach, Crumb Cake and Soft Suede ink pads. So let's go ahead and I'll tell you what cardstock you'll need for this project. So we have a white, Whisper White basic card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we're just going to go and burnish that now. And I'm using our craft card, which is 4.1 by 5 3/8, and that goes on top like that. You'll need a scrap piece of chocolate chip, and that is for the wording. Half a doily, well actually you need less than half, but half a doily there, and some scrap pieces of Whisper White. So let's go ahead and do our inking straight away. So taking the sweet cupcake is a two-step, 2 or 3-step, but I'm using the two steps of this for the cupcake, but there are actually 3, but I'm going to just use the 2. So this one and this one, and this one and this one, but you'll see what I mean, and also the candle, the 2 steps. Right, okay, so using the crumb cake, we're going to use for the more solid one. So that isn't the first one, that's the base, okay, so that's the base of the cupcake, and we're using, oh god, I keep knocking my camera, crumb cake for this. In fact, let me bring in, I always forget to bring in my Pearson mat, but it doesn't matter because that will still be okay. And then we're going to be taking the darker colour, so the soft suede, and we're going to do the second part of this, which is that one there, and we're just going to line that up. I just hope I've got it right because it's hard to see. Yep, there you go, perfect. So that's the base done, and then I'm going to put these away. Oh, hang on, we might as well do the candle while we're at it. Now, I like to do the twisty bit first. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Is that the right one? Nope, that's right. In the darker colour, I'm doing the twisty part, which is the soft suede. And I'm just going to pop this down here, like so. And then with the solid one, we're going to be using the crumb cake. I have to just bring this down just to line it up. And there's your candle. Look how cute that is. Right, so that's out the way. I think that is all of that stamping, or those inks I should say. So we'll put those away so we don't have an accident. Now with I'm only using one colour for the frosting, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the stamp off, stamp on technique so that you get a lighter shade. So I'm just going to bring in some scrap paper here and I'll show you what I mean. So with the top piece, the solid piece, I'm just going to ink it up, stamp off, and then stamp on so that it's a lighter colour. Now when we do the next part, so that's the second stage of it, I'm going to use it as it is. So I'm not going to stamp off. I'm just going to pull this back just for a second just to get this. Sorry, it's hard because my camera's in the way. And that's what it looks like when it's done. So that's how you do the top bit. But you can use obviously 2 different colours, but I like to just do the stamp off, stamp on technique with that. So I think that is all of the inking. So what we're going to also do, obviously I've got to cut these out, and we're using the top part, the base bit and the candle. So I have already gone ahead and cut these out to save time. So there's the pieces, and then oops, we also have the wish as well. So they're done. Now we need to do our kind of making our own DSP sort of thing, aren't we, with the background today. So I did forget also, you do need a piece of Whisper White, which is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and that's obviously the bit that we're going to stamp the circles on, so that's going to go there. Okay, so card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then craft card, which is, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to go through this again. Right, are you ready? I'm going to get this right this time. The card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. The craft card is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and the Whisper White is 4 by 5 1/4. There you go. Do apologise because we had the 2 different layers. See, I can never get through a video without fluffing up. It's good job there's not a bleep bleep. Not that I would swear, of course I wouldn't. Right, so we're going to take the circle from the high tide, and we're going to make our own kind of DSP here. So taking the Peekaboo Peach, and we're just going to bring in this scrap paper again because some of these circles are kind of off the page. So we're just going to, now you can, oh no, look, see, 2 sides. Right, try again. It's because I'm trying to not get my head in the shot. Right, 1. Now I'm doing them in 3s because that's how it was done on the case card. So we're doing 1, but you could obviously do it however you like. I'm going to do 1 off there, then 1, 2. Oh look, I've gone and done it again. I do not know. We're going to have to try and hide that, aren't we, somehow. Okay. Nearly done. I'll see if I can hide that somehow, that little splodge. We might have to put an embellishment That's always the good thing with cards. You can always add something else to it, or usually you can get through it. Right, okay, so that's the kind of DSP that we've done. Now, I can actually look. What we'll do is I'm going to do my burlap across there, I think, and we'll cover that over. Not to worry. So, okay, let's go ahead and put this all together. So, I'm going to glue this down with some Tombow. You know, if I ever do get through a video without making a mess, I really do want a huge round of applause somehow from all of you. Right, okay. But I do appreciate you keep watching me. I just hope that I'm more amusing rather than annoying. Right, okay. So that's that put there. Now we need to... I have the... this is our burlap ribbon, and we're going to take that, and I'll look at that, perfectly going to cover up my boo-boo. So, and also that little splodge down there should be covered up somehow. If you haven't noticed it, just pretend it's not there. So, taking our fast fuse, now let me just make sure that it's in the right position, because we kind of want it about there. So I'm just going to run that across here. Okay, and then let's see if we can... Okay, I'll stick that down, and then too high up. I'm going to run that down a little bit further down there. That's it, and then that will just cover that. I can move that in a minute once we've got it straight. So I'm just going to run that across there like that. That's it. And then taking our Tombow. Now I do put quite a bit on here because of the burlap's quite, you know, there's some depth to it, so we do need a kind of, I always put a lot on when we've got a layer like this. So taking our card base, making sure we have it the right way round, which I do. We're just going to put this down like that. And what I'm going to do, just for a minute, is put these blocks on there like that, just for a second, to hold them down. Now I have some linen thread, and we're going to now length big enough, long enough to, I would say this is about 1, 2, 3, 6, I'm going to say 7 in, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm going to do 7 inches, and then I'm going to like fold it over 3 times like that, and then obviously cut the loops, because we kind of want 3 times the thread like that. And then I'm going to take that off a minute and leave the other one on, and I'm going to thread that round. Just hope I've done it long enough. I'm going to tie a knot in there like that, and then do a bow. Try again, Chanel. Right, I'm going to actually double knot that so that it doesn't go anywhere. I think that's what I did on the other one, was double knotted it. That's it. And then just going to tie a bow like that. Oops, it's a bit lopsided. That's it. And then we're just going to trim off. Now ideally I would have liked that probably to have had a bit longer you know, tail on it, but I think that will still be okay. There you go. It looks so pretty. That really does look cute. Now we need to take our half a doily. Now what did I do with the half a doily? There it is. Now what I'm going to do, if I'm clever enough, no it won't, still won't cover it. We need to cut that down just a little bit more. And we're just going to have that kind of peeking at the bottom there. Just going to hope nobody notices the smudge. Never mind. And I'm just putting a bit of glue on there. I'm just going to tuck that under there, like so. Now, we're going to take our, okay, we're going to put some dimensionals on the backs of the cupcake. Like so. Now, when I did it, the other one, I had a problem. I'm going to actually do it like this, I think, because on this one, it didn't seem to stick very well. So let's have a look and see if this looks any better. Sort of tucked under a little bit more. Yeah, I think that sits a bit better. I might stick another dimensional under there though, just to lift that up a little bit more. Yeah, let's stick a dimensional under there like that. That's it. Now we need to glue our sentiment down, or our wish, whatever, and then you know what, you can then put something inside if you like. So we're just adding some Tombow onto this. We have a little bit too much on there, and we're just going to put that down. Just wipe my fingers because I have glue everywhere. Now what I do, I've just got an old cloth and I just press it down just to get off the excess there. You could use your fine tip glue pen, but there you have it. There's a very lovely, very bright and cheery birthday card. Oh, we haven't put the candle on. Do you know what? I know I'd forget something. Right, candle. We need the candle. Right, I'm just going to put some. Now you could put dimensional on this, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put this on there, and then I'm going to add a little tiny bit actually of dimensional behind the top piece of the candle. Just to, oops, because that's obviously raised up already. There you go. Right, and there you have it, apart from a little bit of glue because I had glue on my fingers. There you go. I love this eraser. And there you have it. There is a very beautiful birthday card. And like I said, you could do it in lots of different colours. And it's super quick and easy, and you probably would make a better job of it than me. Oh dear, I do make myself laugh sometimes. Right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely weekend, and please like and subscribe, and see you soon. Take care, bye bye.